So here are 7 discs on DVD. You can also streamline them on high definition streaming, which can be downloaded from the website. These are 7 DVDs of teacher training for the contextual learning, the history timeline. The first one is the Emunah experience. It's a live presentation in front of 500 students where you'll see me go down the timeline with all 43 pictures and beautiful props, and children see within 10 minutes Brias Olam, creation of the universe, all the way till Tchias HaMesim. Then we do a second walk down. This is a live presentation of genealogy, and then we look at Migdal Bavel and see how the Torah, in its language of Lashon HaKodesh, is the mother tongue of all languages, including English. And I give a lot of examples. Then we do another walk down from beginning of history all the way into the Roman Empire, where we see most of the major archaeological and topographical locations in the Torah that are mentioned that still exist ad hayom till today. We do another timeline walk down where we do a reenactment with costumes and props of Yetziat Mitzrayim all the way till today. Then there's another timeline live presentation. It's all on number 1, where we do all the major nevuos, 21 of them, and that's also on this DVD. So that's a great one that children can actually watch themselves. Besides it being a teacher trainer DVD, children do watch this in like 20-minute increments. Number 2 covers the why of contextual learning. Why do we need to give our children the big picture, contextual learning? So this is really important for teachers and parents to appreciate what it is that the timeline does for children in giving them the big picture of Brias Ha'olam till Tchias HaMesim and understanding where are they in this 6,000 year Jewish history. I'm part of that. I'm actually a descendant from the ancestors at Matan Torah and a genealogy that goes back to Adam Rishon. So you're giving a child identity. All that is explained in great detail in disc number 2. Disc number 3 now goes through all the walkdowns that were seen live and shows the teacher how to do them in detail. So if you're looking to do this for your children, either at home or for in school as a teacher, this is the disc you want to watch. It will give you the full walk down of genealogy and topography, archaeology, the Masorah going from Yetziat Mitzrayim and the reenactment of Yetziat Mitzrayim, Egypt, Exodus, all the way to Matan Torah, and then also all the prophecies. So those are really important ones. That's number 4 gives you the prophecies and why Matan Torah is the greatest event in world history. Then number 5 is really what's called the 6 great turning points. And this goes again through the timeline, but this time shows you where HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Kaviyachol, so to speak, switches focus very abruptly, starting with the creation of the universe, which took place in less than 1 pasuk, the first pasuk of the Torah. Bereshis bara Elokim es hashamayim ve'es haaretz. So in the second turning point, you see HaKadosh Baruch Hu only focuses on 30 psukim for the entire creation of planet Earth. So the universe is in verse 1, the rest of planet Earth is the next 30 psukim, and those are 2 2 turning points. The third turning point is creation of man. And from that moment onwards, Hashem switches focus from creation of the universe, creation of planet Earth, to only focusing on mankind. And then you get to another turning point where Hashem is only looking for who's going to be my tzaddik that will start off the Jewish nation. That's all in disc number 5 over here, which transfers into the turning point of Matan Torah, and then all the nevuos. All that is in turning point number 5. And then you've got a summary of all the entire discs until now. And number 7, which in some ways is really the most important, is practical applications and hands-on lessons in the classroom. There's over 200 examples of how you can use the materials of the timeline pictures that you have, the large set in the classroom and the small set, and it also tells you how to make use of mini timelines. This is taken from Rabbi Haber's timelines, which you can download for free from echinuch.com or .org, I think it is. Then you've got the timeline of Avram Avinu. So here's the 6,000 years of history, and this shaded area, which is just representing this part over here, is the actual life of Avram Avinu. And then you've got the dates of Avram Avinu's lifetime, and going down vertically, the events that took place under those dates. So in this disc, number 7, we explain how to take the large map of this, if you want to call it that, of a timeline of the life of Avram Avinu, and cut it up into little segments, almost like a puzzle, so the children will reconstruct it. So you've got that for Avram Avinu and for life of Yitzhak Avinu, the life of Yaakov Avinu, and Yosef Atzadik, etc. So a lot of mini timelines, as I would call them, that goes with this major timeline. There are also other materials which are actually also in number 7, which are clocks of history. This is a clock of eras, where you've got 6,000 years on one clock. This is all available to you digitally. So if you want it for your school, for your classroom, or for your home, we can send that to you. You'll get a link. And it's color-coded so that you see 6,000 years of Jewish history. The blue covers the entire Bereshis, and then the mauve and the orange and the green and the yellow, that covers the rest of Chumash and Nach, and then the red covers Galus Edom. So this is a 6,000-year timeline, and the children, when they reconstruct this themselves, will see, oh my gosh, look where I live. You are here. You're right where this arrow is, which is about 11:58, something like that, very close to the last minutes of a 12-year clock. Yeah, because you're in 5,780 as of the timing of this particular video. And here is a clock of era, which shows you only Chumash. And then there's another clock of eras, which shows you Nach. This is the clock of eras for Nach. And then you've got clock of eras for Galus Edom, the different main events that took place in Galus Edom. And then you've got the same idea, but instead of it being a clock of eras for 6,000 years, it's a timeline, color-coded. All this is on disc number 7, and it's also in your manual, the timeline of Chumash, and then you've got a timeline of Nach and a timeline of Galus Edom. Lots of different ways of showing children how they can make their own timelines, and lots of applications. All on 7 discs, teacher training, tons of information. Many parents have told me they simply let their children watch this, or some teachers told me they play it like 20-minute increments in school, in the classroom, and it injects emunas chushis, a sense of conviction, certainty. I know why I am a Jew. I know where I am in Jewish history. I know that I'm part of a nation that has gone through the worst imaginable circumstances and nevertheless remained totally loyal to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And in the final minutes of the last disc, number 7, is the greatest miracle of all history, which is the survival of the Jewish nation. This is what gives a child a very strong sense of, I know why I am a Jew, and I know I want to live a Jew, and know why I don't want to die in any other way other than a happy, frum Jew. Enjoy.